All right, so this one will be hopefully a quicker video, but Thanksgiving was yesterday, and I figured I'd do the Bible I'm most thankful for the year 2018. And this is a Bible that I've never reviewed. I haven't done a video. It was a gift. I mean, this thing's amazing. It's something that I actually wanted years ago, and they stopped making them in genuine leather. And then they only had them in New King James for the longest time, but I wanted the King James just because of that's what. Well, you'll see what I mean here in a second. But this was given to me by Shy Bible Girl. If you've not been to her channel, she has a lot of good videos. Go check her out. She had this, and I was like, that's the only Bible that I've never had. If you guys see my channel, as far as at least King James Bibles, I've had about any King James Bible you could ever think of I've had and given away or whatever, or reviewed and all that fun stuff. So, but this is one of the only Bibles I've never had, and it is the Through the Bible radio broadcast or radio network with J. Vernon McGee, Holy Bible, and it's in a beautiful blue. It's got like I don't know if that light this camera's showing it, but it's like marbled and it's a genuine leather. I'm sure it's a pig skin, but it's done nice. And this one I think is in the 90s. It's when they still had the French milled paper. So it's got a really good paper in here. But this Bible I'm most thankful for because I could remember, as I'm mostly I'm dispensational in my theology. I've tried to get away from it and I can't. I just see a lot of truths there. I've always appreciated people that are dispensationalists like J. Vernon McGee. Now I'm a little bit different. I do believe I've come to believe through much studying and stuff that the gifts of the Spirit are for today. I believe that. I just think a lot of them are people. A lot of people fake it. I'd say mostly what we see on TV is fake or it's abused or something. But anyways, that's not part of the Bible. But so I'm a little bit of a different kind of a dispensationalist, but dispensational theology, that's just my cup of tea. But so I love J. Vernon McGee. He was a good dispensationalist, good Bible teacher. And this Bible is really cool. It's got the silver, and then it's got like this. This is something I want to cover since I'm doing this most thankful Bible thing. I'm going to say this: if you open your Bible and you have any color underneath the page, that means it's been sprayed. So, like Church Bible Publishers, all their Bibles, even if it wasn't red, they've always done art gilding, and people don't realize this. There's a lot of publishers that do this, and people don't realize this. So I'll go ahead and say it since I'm thinking about it. That Church Bible Publishers always put a brown dye underneath the gold, and people thought art gilding is only red or a different color, but anything like this is like from the foil, but I'm sure they probably to compensate with that so it wouldn't just be white, because you'll notice there's Bibles out there that are Smithsonian, they're not art gilded, they're gilded, but when you open them they're completely white. If there's any color there, that means they used something, they sprayed something. So technically that's art gilding. So you can see here where they probably used like a silverish or gray spray, and then what they do is they spray it to show any imperfections where it needs to be, if it needs to be sanded, and then they spray it again so the foil will attach itself to the block. It would adhere right. So yeah, almost every Bible out there really technically is art gilded, but you'll notice cheaper Bibles will have the foil, but when you open it, it's completely white. This one's not. So it kind of gives this bluish, nice silver look to it. It's like a 14-point font. It's extremely huge. It's got like some study helps by Brother McGee. But like, even if you're not a dispensationalist, I'm sure you've gotten blessed by J. Vernon McGee. But it's got a lot of his little, notes in here and stuff like that. It's got a lot of good helps. But this is the Bible that I'm really thankful for. And if it wasn't for my cats, it was still short, but this was actually a decent ribbon. And I leave this one next to my bed. And my cats like to come in here and sleep. So they found the ribbon and played with it a little bit. But I love this Bible. This Bible is just so easy to read, and definitely a good Bible to have next to your bed if you want to be able to, it's not too big or anything. I mean, it's kind of a large Bible, but it's not too big for me. And it's easy to read it in dark light, so you don't hurt your eyes or anything like that. So Yeah, just old King James Through the Bible Radio Network with J. Vernon McGee. Remember, he went through in 5 years. And Shy Bible Girl, if you see this video, thank you so much. At first, I didn't want to do a video because I didn't know like if you wanted to be incognito, no, if you wanted to be undercover. But I think everybody kind of knew, so I was like, I think she'd be okay with it. So I hope you're okay with me saying your name and telling people about your channel. But she was just, and she didn't. Now I am upset with her about one thing. She did not even have a reverse address, so I couldn't send her anything. So if you want, there's something I got that I want to send her. So if you see this, just give me a shout out. I'll give you my email or, oh, you know my email. Yeah, that's right. Just email me. And I have a Bible, really nice, high quality Bible that I'm not going to use, and I'm sure you'd be blessed to have it. So email me if you see the video. But yeah, it's just a real nice. It's the older one, which I was always looking for on eBay, and when I'd find them, they just weren't in this good condition. So, and I got this one as a blessing. It was free from her, so that was a blessing. It's genuine leather. I'd say it's, you know what? I really think this might be a cowhide. The more I look at it, I don't think that's pressed in grain because there is variations. There are scars. So I don't think that's a pressed in grain. I think that's actually probably a cowhide. Treated cowhide is what I'm thinking now. Because it is an older Nelson. I know they used cowhide back then. A lot. They did use pigskin, but they also used cowhide, and you can kind of tell the difference. Anyways, so that's the Bible of that I'm most thankful for in 2018. Until next time, good day. God bless.